grabbing hold, riding high, he's feeling bold. Foxton family standing tall, new career ain't gonna fall. Screens lit up, the game begins. Push through losses, celebrate wins. Supporters scream they got his back. He won't lose on this new track. Screaming loud, don't fade away. Hollywood paving his own way. Foxton cheering loud and strong. Together ain't nothing wrong. Controllers click, the pixels flash. Chasing dreams ain't bout the cash. Community's heart a fiery blaze. Hollywood's rise these crazy days. Late night grind, can't stop now. Future's bright, he'll make it somehow. Foxton's love fuels his might. Hollywood gaming through the night. Don't fade away. Hollywood paving his own way. Foxton cheering loud and strong. Together ain't nothing wrong. Controllers click, the pixels flash. Chasing dreams ain't bout the cash. Community's heart a fiery blaze. Hollywood's rise these crazy days.
Well, well, well. Look who's back in town. I gotta get my... Oh, let's close that. Let's get this moving in the right spot. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think today we're going to do something a little bit different. All right. We go here. Go all. Those are live. All right. We are going to play a little bit of this. Yeah. It's that kind of vibe tonight. It's Friday night. We're getting freaking wild. Let's go. All right, let's see what we got rolling on the farm today. Let's see, what do we got? Well, first, let's do this. Why did you move like that? And how we doing on the sawmill? We got 102,000 liters in the sawmill. Looks like we got some wood beams that are hanging out and ready. So we got that going. That's good. We're gonna let Spotify kind of run the night here. So I threw on just some Electric Cowboy, and we'll see if it just kind of cycles through. It might just play all Electric Cowboy, or we might cycle through some new stuff throughout the night. We'll let it go. We're gonna call it good. Don't mind me. I'm just really enjoying it. And we're gonna start out with some logging, and I'm gonna hope that my steering wheel stays and doesn't like give me a hard time here. Alright, let's get the... I'm starting to get the hang of this this excavator here. It's working out pretty well. That one's got a nice branch sticking out on the side like that. Look at that. I think we're just going to leave that in the back like that. Let's see if we can spin that around a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Alright, hang on. This piece I don't like because the way that it's kind of hanging off on the side like that. Not great. There we go. And then, can I pick that up? Oh, yeah. Alright, let's do that. Let's... Bruh. I think I'm going to have to pick that up with the excavator. That's a little too tall to get in there. How's it going tonight, Barber? Hope you are doing well. Can I go turn off the harvester? Sure. Looks like it's off. Yep, it was off already. I mean, I could probably finish it. I'm gonna try to fill up the sawmill, and then I can probably go finish that. We got the bones. That's okay, man. You've done a lot of work on the farm this week, because it is like you deserve a break, dude. On the sunny beach, we're alive. We believe. Summertime memories are gonna fade away. We're gonna fade out. Got the moves. Sipping on booze on a sunny beach, we're alive, we believe. Oh my god. I don't know what was happening there, but Burr, burr. Whoa, watch it. Cindy! Hey, how's it going? How's your evening going? I'm doing well. I am in a really, really good mood right now, and I'm through on some of my favorite tunes and just gonna enjoy farming for the night, and yeah, it'll be a good time. Yeah, exactly. Just chilling and enjoying life. And picking up these trees without trimming them, because trimming trees is a pain. So I'm just creating a big old rat's nest over here to go take to the sawmill. You know what? I think what I want to do with these. What's up, all his glory? We're going to spin it right round over here, because then I can start kind of loading stuff up the other way. It's gonna be wonky, but it'll work. I'll make it work. Oh, oh, oh. You know what? I think it made it in just right. Just enough. As long as it stays on when I strap it down, that's all I care about. Then I got to go finish a contract, and then see. I think we're getting close to being able to sell some more wood again. Wonky. That's right. That's a very common term in our house. And for those of you that have ever heard my hype train go off, this is what you'll be familiar with. This is the song I got it from. Alright. We got all those trees we can cut down, but our sawmill is almost full. So we'll probably get most of this in there, if not all of it. And then we'll go finish off some harvesting contract. And then we'll see, we're probably at, oh, whoa. Oh, 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 oh. Steady. Steady. There we go. I don't think I'm close enough, actually. Gotta get a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah. Ready, steady, go. Nice. Swinging it around. All right. Let's put it like this. Let's go down a little bit like this. Yeah, and I put up some new sound alert stuff in the channel points. So there's some Ask AI call outs and things like that. Stuff to make it a little bit more fun and interactive for you all. And to make it more silly. I like silly. Alright, let's see if we can get all these trees. I mean, that's a pretty good haul right there. So we can see if we can get all these trees in the sawmill. Whoa, little crazy. And I think that one on the side made it through. All right, and what's the verdict? Get them all in? All in. Look at that. Let's see how close that got us to the full mark. Oh, 150. Oh, that didn't. I'm surprised. Don't show up with the afro again. Right? That was quite the tree afro there. All right, looks like we got a few pallets we can sell. I think we can leave that sawmill for now. It's 112,000 liters. That'll go for a while. So I'm going to go park our logging truck back over here. It's kind of like our little logging operation down here. We've got our tractor with the winch and the stump cutter, and then we've got the excavator. We got our logging truck over here. So it works out pretty nice, actually. Oh, that's a good song. Dude, hi, you're dirty and I like ya. Turn me naughty all night long. All right, time to keep going on this bad boy. Cutting down some sunflowers. So anybody got any fun plans for the weekend? You're pretty and I like ya. Move your body, girl, all night long. And there is also, in the channel point redemptions, there should be one in there now for the Tangia dungeon. I finally figured that out. I was trying to figure out how to get it in channel points because I didn't want to make people have to pay bits to do that. And I got that into channel points, and so people can start a Tangia dungeon. And yeah, and we can actually make that happen, and people can try to take down the dungeons, and only the person who starts it has to do the channel point redemption, and then everybody else can just do the exclamation join afterwards. And I think it supports up to 6 people at a time. So another fun thing that everybody can do while they're hanging out. So now we've got fishing, we got the mini games, we got the dungeon now. So I think we got, a good wide range of things that people can do. Cleaning out the closet. Oh, I am dreading, like, with every fiber of my being, dreading having to start packing for our move. Peachy! What's going on, buddy? Good to see ya. Your stream earlier was awesome. I just have to say that. I was enjoying the hell out of that and was really, like, tuned in. I probably should have been paying attention to my work a little bit more, but I just couldn't take myself away from all the stuff you were doing. I mean, the beans and the crickets and the baking soda and the pickle, like, dude, I've seen a few of your streams and stuff, but that was just so much fun today. That's what I needed on a Friday, too. I hope you enjoyed it as much as everybody else did. That's the key, right? Like, we don't stream because it is a chore. We stream because we like doing it. So hopefully you had just as much fun as everybody else did. Oh, that reminds me. we've only got 2 bags right now. We've got 1 bag of level 2 strawberries that are open, and then we have level 3 cranberries that are not open yet. And I need to open up another one. Let's see, how many more do we got in here? We have... Okay, so let's do... Get rid of these level 1s. Oh, those are cranberries. I don't want to do cranberries and cranberries. There we go. There's some level 1 blueberries. So there you go, level 1 blueberries. I always try to start the stream with 3 bags, and that's kind of what I assume that I'm going to end up doing throughout the stream. So by the way, Peachy, if you want to do sour stuff, this right here is awesome, and it's not too bad on the stomach because it's real fruit. But yeah, I imagine your stomach is not happy from everything today. But yeah, after this, I have something else that's not quite as healthy, but you know the Sour Punch straws? Well, they make some that are sour and some that are pickle flavored and some that are spicy. There's some ghost pepper ones even. And I've seen, like, I get inspiration from other guys like you and others where you mix it all together so you don't know what you're gonna get. And so that's, once these are all gone, that'll probably be the next one. Because then it'll be like, oh look, I got, you know, a fruity one. And the next one, it's like, I got, oh, ghost pepper, you know. Hey, you know what? I want to make it as fun as possible for everybody involved. And so if that means that, you know, I got to put myself through a little bit of pain, why not, right? we'll call it roulette with the, you know, sour punch roulette, I think is what they call it. Is this? That's right, Peachy. Our pain is their entertainment. Hence why there's jump scares, you know? Alright. Is this as fast as this thing goes? No way. Yeah, that's as fast as this harvester goes. Wow, okay. You know, I am not as much of a trooper as some of these others, Cindy. I'm gonna admit that right away. Like, when it comes to these sour things, the sour really gets me, but I'm kind of scared for the spicy stuff, not gonna lie. Because I don't handle that nearly as well as other people do. Like, even my wife is like, oh, you know, you're such a big baby about it. And I'm like, yes, I know. Oh, Cindy, yeah, I don't know how long I'll be able to do stuff like that, but as long as I can handle it, I'm gonna do what I can, because the last thing I want to, you know, like, I don't want to cause myself problems. So, you know, one day if it ends up being an issue, then obviously I'll have to change that. But as far as it goes right now, I'm okay. So bring it on. Oh no, Barrett's esophagus disease. I heard, I've heard about that. I don't know all the details, but I've heard it's not very fun. Oh yeah, no problem, Peachy. Honestly, I saw it and I was gonna donate, and then I got distracted, and then you mentioned it again, and I was like, oh hey, I should probably do that. And so, yeah, no, it's for a good cause, right? Like, I'd rather do it for a good cause than just, you know, donate to someone for whatever, you know. That's exactly what I've heard, Cindy. So there's a guy that I work with, his wife has that, and that's what he said, is that she basically, it's like acid reflux on steroids. Like, it's just really bad. So I feel for you for that. That can't be easy to deal with. And so, you know, obviously you should take care of yourself in those situations and not put yourself through more pain. All right, that contract is done, and that is nice, 28 grand. Heck yeah. What other ones do we have? Do we have another harvesting one maybe? That one is field 17, so not too far from where I'm at. And that's corn. I could probably just use what I've got and go harvest that. That's 12 grand. What else we got here? Yeah, most of these are kind of Cut out tomatoes and anything tomato-based acidic, fruit included. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Lots of hoeing, mowing, plowing. Ooh, that one could be easy because we've got the big plow and the big tractor. You know what? I'm going to take that one. And then what else we got? Cultivating. Oh, that's field 21. That's right next to our farm. Yep, taking that one too. And then that one is baling. And that's field 2. Yeah, you know what? We have all of the equipment that we can use that for. So the first one was so baling, cultivating, and plowing. All right. Well, we're going to take this tractor and we're going to... Whoa. Car, you're just going to have to wait. There we go. And then one of the things that we're doing with this one, with this farm, is that typically we want to be doing all of the work ourselves, but we are allowed to use an AI helper. So then that way we can we want to go set destination, and we're going to put this right here, and we're going to say there we go. And now look at that. And now, while that harvester is going to take its sweet time over there, I can take the header back in Barber's Valtra, because Barber is not going to be on tonight. He is busy. So it might just be me tonight, which is okay. We've got a nice community farm going here. Make some money. Get some more equipment. Sell some stuff. It'll be a good night. Bye. So then, Cindy, since you're cutting out acidic stuff, does that mean you're basically limited to pretty much water, since most drinks have like citric acid and stuff like that in it? Because that, I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel like that would kind of suck. But because I don't drink a lot of pop, or I don't really drink any alcohol or anything anymore. But there are times that I'm like, oh, hey, like I want to have, you know, some tea or something like that. I guess tea's probably good. Oh. I don't know exactly what that is, but it doesn't sound pretty. We'll just put it that way. One soft drink per day. Okay, that's fair. That makes sense, right? You don't want to overdo it and cause yourself more problems. Oh shoot, you know what? I know where I'm going to put it. Watermelon and cantaloupe. There you go. That's neat. Oh, what did we move into here? Oh, did it take us to the live album? It did, didn't it? Let's not do the live album. And let's go... You know what? Let's go over here. Let's do... Let's do Electric Callboy Radio. What is that? Oh, heck yeah. That sounds like that's going to be a good option there. Oh, there we go. Mrs. Hollywood doing a heist. Everybody get in on that. Do an exclamation join heist. You do have to have 100 metal, but you do get metal for every comment that you put in. Every time you chat, you get anywhere from 1 to 10 metal. So most people would have pretty close to that. So no pizza, no taco sauce. Switch to white sauce for barbecue, Alfredo for pasta. Okay. So basically anything tomato based is going to be an issue, which makes sense, right? Acidic. Oh, Mrs. Hollywood got caught. Womp womp. Alright, we're putting Barber's back. And we're going to get in my tractor. Oh, look at that. Our harvester is there. Let's go put our harvester away, because we're not going to need that for a while. Yeah, citrus fruits. That makes sense. Oh, yeah, they have a lot of acid in them, for sure. Teddy Bear, what's going on? Good to see ya. Alright, now we can go get in my tractor. There we go. Gummy bears. Yeah. I bet it is. But you know what? Like, that's one of those things that it's, you know, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's one of those things that is necessary, right? You know, you got to take care of yourself, and the last thing you want is to put yourself in a situation where you are causing yourself more pain. And so, you know, I get it. I deal, you know, with gout, and I chose to, you know, not quite swear away from red meat, but really severely limit it. So that's less steaks and, you know, less brisket and burgers and things like that. And then, you know, where was that? Plowing is field 41. Where's field 41? That is down and to the right. Okay. So, yeah. So, like, I had to make a choice, too. It was like, you know, I don't like being in pain because of my gout. So, I had to choose to, you know, stop drinking alcohol. And it sucks. It really does. But now that I've done it for a few months, it's not so bad. You know, like, I don't crave it anymore. I don't see someone drinking a beer or drinking a drink and I'm like, oh, you know. Aw, teddy bear. Appreciate those lurking. You know, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That is not a safe direction to go. That is not safe. But yeah, lurks are just as important as viewers and chatters. because, oh, this is not going to be good. Oh. I wish this thing had, like, a trailer hookup on the end that I could take it wherever I need to go. Oh, this is going to suck. Oh. Just going to drive on the edge like this for a while. Yeah. And that was me too, Peachy, where it was like, oh, I'll have something every now and then. Or for me, I switched. I used to be craft beers and scotch and all that stuff, and then my body just was like, nope, can't. And then, oh, this is gonna suck. Yep, saw that coming. And but yeah, I just got to the point where I couldn't do that because so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay away from the brown alcohols and stuff, and I'm gonna just, you know, have seltzers and whatever. But even then, like, I kept having flare-ups, I kept having gout attacks. So I said, you know what, it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth trying to do the whole have a drink every now and then. So I took it all away, and I've been feeling much, much better afterwards. And so, you know, it's hard, but I relate, you know. Okay, let's do our steering assist. Drop her down. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Big old plow. This is a great band here. These guys are architects. That's who they are, and they're awesome. This is one of my favorite songs by them too. Yeah, Cindy, it's the hardest part is gout typically manifests in the feet. And so what happens is when you are dealing with the gout flare up, a lot of people get it like in the big toe or on the sides of their feet or the heel. And I've gotten it everywhere. I've gotten it in the toe. I've gotten it in the heel, the ankle. Yeah, that's what causes the pain. Really, is the swelling, and what causes the swelling is the crystallization in the joints. So uric acid crystallizes in the joints and causes the swelling, and the swelling causes the pain. And I've got pictures of, whoops, sorry, field, crash. Almost. That almost was, Bob. But I've got pictures where my whole leg will swell up. So usually I get pain when it's a really bad one. I'll have pain all the way from my toes all the way up to past my knee, sometimes even up to my hip. And what then ends up happening is then I get to a point where I can't walk right. Well, then it starts to hurt everything else because I'm not young anymore. I'm not old by any means, but, you know, I'm 38 and I put my body through a lot of hell over the years. And so, you know, it's just one of those things where I don't bounce back as quickly as I wish I could. And so, yeah, it just ends up being one of those situations where, oh, what's happening now? I think it thought I went to the other field, and now it's not picking up on this one. All right, I guess we're doing this one by sight then. Too far away. It's because you're on the wrong field, numbnuts. But yeah, you're right. It's the joints. Well, because that's where all the crystals build up, is in the joints. And so I get it. Typically, I know I'm getting a flare-up when I start getting tight in the ankles. And then I'm like, oh shoot, I'm going to have a flare-up soon. But thankfully, because I've stopped drinking and I've stopped eating a lot of red meat, and I focus more on chicken and salmon and sometimes pork and stuff like that, is my flare-ups aren't nearly as bad. And so I call that a win. But I take a handful of supplements every day because I also found out I'm low on vitamin D and my adrenaline is low and like all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah. You kind of, I'm gonna say this, Cindy. I get that vibe whenever you're in anybody's stream. Is you're kind of like the stream mom, you know? You're in there, kind of making sure everybody's doing good. You're, saying hi to everybody. You always give everybody all the love. I mean, I'll just say it. Cindy is stream mom, right? Level up. Oh, vitamin D depleted? Yeah. And that's the hard part, is when, like, people who do deal with being fully depleted. Like, I was down less than, so, like, the ideal number, I think, is, like, 50, I think it is. And my levels were down to, like, below 20. And so I wasn't fully depleted, but I was low, real low. But, thankfully the doctor that I have right now, she's really great, and she's been doing a lot of great things for me, and she's been managing my supplements better, not just like, oh, stay on those for a while. It's like, okay, we did 3 months on this. That really, like, drastically changed my levels. So she's like, all right, let's switch it up, Yeah, because I see a naturopathic doctor, unfortunately, I don't get the privilege of getting a prescription. And so that's the only downside to, like, our healthcare, is like, I want to see a doctor who deals in natural remedies as much as possible, right? Like, she can prescribe stuff if she needs to, but I have to pay out of pocket for pretty much everything. But thankfully, my job, I get HSA money and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of one of the reasons why I work as hard as I do, because I want to make sure that I can keep my benefits and keep my family healthy and safe. And, so I'd love to not have to worry about having a job, but that's just the reality of it these days, is I could never afford all of the expenses that come with healthcare without having some sort of benefits. Yes, I agree, Peachy. We should start. I mean, I don't know how Cindy feels about this, but I think we just start saying hi, Mom, every time Cindy comes in. I mean, just every time she pops in, hi, Mom. Although that'd be really funny if, like, someone's mom is actually watching and they're like, what? And that's the secret, right, Cindy? It's treat people how you want to be treated. That's it. I also am a firm believer of matching energy too. If somebody's going to throw some really negative energy my way, I'll match it. I'm not afraid to do that. As Sean says, he brings out Richard every now, when people bring out Richard, that's, I feel that. Oh yeah, and you should, Cindy. Absolutely. If somebody steps on you in stream, you should be done, right? Like, you don't take that. And also, if somebody does that, you tell me who that is, and I will go hunt them down for you. Nobody can ever be mean to our stream mom. You are sacred. There you go. Peachy and I, we're gonna form a Cindy pact, a stream mom pact. Anybody messes with our stream mom, they're going down. Right? Hashtag protect Cindy. I love it. Wait out This is a really, this is one of my wife's favorite bands right here. Mrs. Hollywood loves Spirit Box. Like you said, Cindy, we treat people how we want to be treated. And if I was in your position, Cindy, I would want to be treated that way. So, absolutely. And I'm just thankful that there's people in this world that still believe in that, right? That still believe in the golden rule. I look at a lot of what's going on in the world right now, and I just see a lot of people who are not following that. And from all sides, right? It's not one side or the other, it's all sides. Oh, Cindy's on an ad break, so I will wait. Ads. Yeah, I agree with you, Peachy. Like, Twitch definitely has a lot of great people on it, and I have come across more good people than not. To be honest, I've only had one person that was not that great, and they weren't even bad. We just didn't jive, you know. We had a different view of things, and that's all it took, you know. But most people that I've come across, they've been great, you know. Yes, that is exactly right, Cindy. Exactly right. And that's something that I encourage everybody, like, no matter who it is, I encourage every single person who says, oh, well, you know, I want to go, you know, and have, you know, I want to let everybody kind of, oh, this needs to go up. There we go. There's people that will talk about, you know, wanting to have a free and open chat, you know, and it's like, yeah, you can do that, but you're risking putting other people in harm's way. So, you know, you gotta, that's what the mods are there for. That's what the rules are there for. And the rules are really there to set the expectation, right? It's like, hey, if you're gonna act like a doofus, then you're not gonna be welcome here. And it's as simple as that. And it works. I mean, I've had to ban people for not following the rules. Actually, I've been very thankful that I have mods that are very good at taking care of that for me. Some, you know, sometimes they're here, sometimes they're not, but oh, that's really unfortunate, Cindy. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not fair. Like, I could not, I will say this, I cannot imagine who would even have the audacity to do that. I just can't. Like, how could anybody be upset at you? Like, I'm not just trying to butter you up. Like, quite literally, I don't think I've ever seen anything mean or rude come out of your mouth. So it just kind of makes me wonder, like, what the hell? Well, I will tell you this, Cindy. If you ever come across a situation like that and you just need someone to talk to, my DMs are always open, and I am more than happy to have a call as well. You are more than welcome to reach out and talk it through. Right, Teddy Bear? Hugs for Cindy. Big hugs for Cindy, because she shouldn't have to deal with that. Oh, you're very welcome. All right, let's wash this dirty beast. And then I need to put some gas in it too. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, buggy hugs. Buggy hugs. Oh, squeezy hugs. Yeah. Oh. What's
What
that?
is your tractor?
The tractor is a Fendt. The Fendt tractor. So you can see right there, it says Fendt 939 Vario.
Oh, how do you clean it?
I'm right here like this. I press the circle button and then I just clean it.
Okay.
Sure. So press the circle button. There you go.
Must clean. Must clean.
Must clean. That's right.
Must clean whole tractor.
It cleans the whole tractor.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to go all the way around it.
Wait.
I think it is clean though.
If
It doesn't
I
really
must
do much.
water the plants.
Yep. Oh, look what happens. Go walk that way. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep going. And gone. You went too far. All right.
You press this button again.
Nope. It's a secret. Oh.
Please start the engine.
Yep. Because you can see. Look, I can actually drive it around. So I can move it around if I want to.
What happens if you press the circle button?
Nothing.
Huh.
Not when I'm driving it.
What if you're...
Yeah. Okay. One more huggy. Oh. And we'll see you in the morning. Are you gonna go out shopping with us tomorrow, or are you gonna hang out at home?
I'm trying to...
Okay, sounds good. Hey, door please. Love you. Good night. Right. That's exactly right. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I love the fact that I get to have these interactions with my kids, right? Like it's great. So the youngest there, he'll go to bed here. It's about 9 o'clock here, so it's about his right time to go to bed. And my oldest is in the next room playing his games. I'm here streaming, and Mrs. Hollywood is upstairs hanging out. You know, she's in and out on the stream, and she's usually watching her shows and kind of doing whatever she wants to do. And so it's pretty awesome that, you know, we have a nice family interaction, that we all like our time together, but we all can do our own thing without feeling like we need to be codependent, you know? Yeah, you have to, Cindy, right? Like, double standards are not okay. And the problem is too many people have made it okay in other areas of their life. And so, oh, thank you. I don't claim all of it. Mrs. Hollywood is a big part of all that too. Oh yes, we got plenty in there. All right, time to refuel. But yeah, I think that's you know, honestly, the best thing that you can do, Cindy, is stand your ground and say, hey, I'm not going to put up with this. And You know, sometimes you lose a great community because of it. I've been there. It sucks. My wife and I were part of an actual, like, a really good community that we thought. And, you know, it's, yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where we thought we had a good community as well, and you know, it was real life community too. We actually traveled with these people, and yeah, they started to disrespect us, and they started to have quite the double standard, and we didn't put up with it. And so they told us that we would always be welcome to reach out to them and whatever, and then they just stopped talking to us. But oh, I hope you're not talking about the person I think you're talking about, because if it is who I feel like it might be, that's really disappointed if that person was so focused on pushing numbers that they lost focus on the quality people they have. Oh, because I've heard other stories of said person, and I haven't experienced that myself, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But that'd be very unfortunate if it is that person. You don't have to go into detail, but if it is the person that I'm thinking of, and I haven't really seen you in there in the mornings, at least not, you know, if that's the case. But yeah. Ugh. That just, it makes me, I don't know. I've never understood the draw of hurting people to get what you want. I just never understood that. I never will. Because we should never have to be, oh, I'm sorry, Cindy. I will tell you this, that I don't care how big I get. I could be a 7 viewer, you know, 10 viewer, whatever, streamer forever, or I could get into the hundreds. I don't care how big I get. Everybody matters. And the only time somebody shouldn't matter is if they treat other people poorly. And then that is the time to take action and to be that person and say, you can't be here anymore. But other than that, like, and I know everybody always says that, right? They say, oh, well, you know, no matter how big I get, I'll be here. But truly, I've been through some really, really shitty situations. And it's like, I know what it's like to be on the other side of that fence. I know what it's like to be shunned by people when I've given every fiber of my being to be as good as possible of a person for them. And I could never bring myself to be that person to somebody else. And the one thing that I will say is that I've heard so many people say, I'm not going to be this or that. I'm not going to get too big. I'm not going to, you know, I want to build this community. And then they do the exact opposite. And there are people that I love to support, that I see shreds of that, like, they have moments where I'm like, I don't really like how they said that, or I don't really, but again, when the positive outweighs the negative, it's great. But when that one negative outweighs all the positives, you can't overlook it. And like, I don't ever want to be that person. I don't ever want to give anybody a reason to say, I left Josh's community because he treated me like I was the dirt under his shoe, like I didn't matter. And it's like, that just, I feel so dirty just saying that. It's like, ugh. But, oh, well, I hope that whoever Yes. And I think that's the main difference, right? Is those that have experienced that kind of pain themselves and they feel how bad that is, I think that's where those people typically won't repeat those actions. Even if they've done it before, I feel like they won't. Now, there are people out there called narcissists and sociopaths that, you know, they don't understand that what they're doing is actually hurting people. So there's that. But that's just because they're blind to what's going on, and they could get hurt themselves and they brush it off as, oh, well, they're just not good enough for me. And it's like, well, but was it them or was it you? Like, that's the question. Were they not good enough, or were you just, you know, bad enough to them that they said, okay, I'm done with you? But, oh, I could go on for hours, honestly, about the things that I've been through and the things that people have done to me that have made me feel like that I am nothing. And I mean, my wife and I both have been through situations that have just put us in to the gutter of emotions because, you know, people made us feel like we didn't matter and made us feel like, you know, the only thing we were good for was, you know, what we could do for them, or, you know, what we brought to the table per se. And that's never going to create relationships, to create community. And it's disappointing that there's people in this world that, with everything going on, that they still feel like that's the best way to treat others. So I will make this promise, and I will say it. I will scream it from the rooftops and the mountaintops and everything, is that, hey, Data 5, what's going on, buddy? We're having a moment here. Welcome in. But I will say this, and I've told other people this, and I will continue to say it until I am out of breath, is that every single person on this planet is welcome here. And I will only remove people from the community if they, you know, if they either A, remove themselves and refuse to talk it out. So, for example, if somebody refuses to work through a situation and they just rage quit, basically, you know, they leave my community because they don't like what I had to say and they don't like that I called them out for something, then fine, go. Or if you violate any of the rules blatantly and are not remorseful for it, go. Don't need you here. But for anybody who comes in and just wants to be part of something and just wants to hang out, have a good time, enjoy each other's company, and not feel like you have to give something to be here, then that's all I want. I want people to feel like they can just be here to be here. You don't have to chat. You don't have to interact. You don't have to, you know, answer my little quips. You don't have to play my games. You don't have to do any of that stuff. I just want people to feel like they have a space that they can just come here, be who they are, you know, enjoy being able to listen to the music that I've got playing. And that's why I switch up my music sometimes too, because some people don't like the heavy stuff. Some people do. Some people like country. Some people like rock. Some people like EDM. But again, I don't, the main reason I don't do song requests is because I don't like having, I want to have control over what's going through the airwaves, right? I want to be able to say like, hey, I know this stuff is not going to be lewd and crude and whatever. But that's the thing, is I want people to feel welcome and safe. And I will do everything in my power to protect that. And that means making sure that people who violate those or people who give the ick are going to get talked to. And I will always talk to somebody first unless it's a blatant violation. Like if somebody comes out and starts swearing at somebody else, like, don't get me wrong, I swear. It's just the way it is. I don't have this set to an 18 plus stream, But I swear, it happens. It comes out. But if somebody's cussing somebody out in chat, the mods are here to say, hey, don't do that. They get timed out. They get a whisper to say, hey, this is a warning. Don't do that. And then if they do it again, gone. No exceptions. Like, you're banned. Because that's not okay. But I don't care if somebody comes in and they, you know, they drop a word here and there. It's like, okay, well, we're all human. It happens. That's why I don't think I put the rule no swearing in there. But it's kind of like that unspoken rule. Like, don't cuss somebody out in, you know, at all. If somebody pisses you off, message them on the side and say, hey, I don't like what you did there. Or message me and say, I don't like the way that person treated me. Or message one of the mods. You know, Data5 and Barber are my mods and stuff. So, and I don't want to beat a dead horse and just keep going on and on about it, but I just want you all to know, and everybody else who comes in here, and feel free, you know, if you know people that are looking for a community like this, feel free to spread the word. I'm not going for any numbers right now. I'm not trying to do anything. I started streaming with the intention that I wasn't going to make any money. I started streaming with the intention that I wasn't going to, I was going to be talking to nobody for probably 3 to 6 months. And I'm just on my 4th month, and it's amazing. And I'm ever so grateful for everybody who's coming here. So I don't take any of that for granted, but I will say that if you know somebody who's like, hey, I wanna be part of something that doesn't make me feel like I have to give, then point them this way. You know, sometimes the timings don't match up, but hey, you know. Dippy, what's going on? Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm very selective with who I spend time with too. Like because like during the day when I'm working, I like to try to lurk on other people, you know. I get into a few streams throughout the day and I kind of let people raid me around wherever I need to go, and I'll pop a few streams open and stuff too. So, and I like to find streamers who are, how do I put this? They're wholesome, right? I want streamers who are wholesome, who are fun, and some of them can get wild. Like, don't be wrong, eager streams sometimes can get wild, but you know, so far from what I've seen, Eager seems to be a pretty good dude, you know, so I show my support. But there are people that I've been in their streams and I just don't like how they talk to other people. I don't like how they hold themselves. I don't like how they run their stream. So, yep, that's just it, Peachy, right? Like, I am fully expecting that if somebody, like, if I started being like that, I would lose viewership. Absolutely. But in reality, I'm not here for, like, right now, I'm not here for any of that stuff. I'm here to just have a good time and hang out with you guys. Yeah, I've already seen that with some streamers, and I've only been really following, you know, certain streamers for a few months. I dabbled in Twitch a little bit here and there before, but I've seen that with some of the streamers, that there's some that they've lost a lot of their viewership over the last couple months because of the way that they act. And I see it, you know. I started following them, and it's like, holy crap, you know, these guys are really not nice to their community. But a lot of the farm sim people and a lot of the, like, the farm sim and racing community has been really good. I've come across a few people that are in, like, the shooters and stuff like that that are not very nice. And there's some people in the farm sim community that aren't nice either. You know, there's people in this community that are just nasty to their community, but sometimes the community dishes it back too. So it's kind of like, what do you do? Yes, Bob. The farm sim community loves wood. Exactly. Hey, you missed it. I was playing with my wood earlier. I got the wood into the sawmill and now it's getting all chopped up. Yeah, see, that's a BS excuse right there, Cindy. You can't control what happens in chat. Yes, you can. It's your channel. I'm sorry, but that's a cop-out. Oh, you didn't like Helldivers, Bob? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I'll be playing in the morning. Did you get in with a couple squads, or did you just go in by yourself? Because that makes a big difference. But Peachy, practice, man. Just get into it. I hated it at first. I was like, I don't want to do this. And then I started doing it more, and I realized, you know what? It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to cut down trees and, you know, get the claw arm and picking them up and stuff like that. I liked it. And that could be, Bob. And it's hard because when you're playing solo, when you get surrounded, it's rough. Like, when you get bombarded, it's really rough. Oh yeah, if you got the joysticks, dude, heck yeah. Like, I just use my controller. So whenever I'm doing logging, that's what I do. I don't have since I'm on console, I don't have any joysticks that work with the PS5. So I just end up having I just use the controller. Oh, that reminds me. Sorry. Random side thought. So since it's the end of the month today, and I decided, you know, for this month, I wasn't doing any giveaways. But starting tomorrow, the fishing game is going to be one of the ways that you can be in, potentially win some free games. So I have some Steam codes. Now, small disclaimer, it is going to be for PC only because they are for Steam. But I do have some free games that I'm going to be giving away. And it's going to be random. So I have a list of games, and basically it'll be like at the end of the month, whoever's in the top couple places, you know, probably whoever wins the fishing game, and potentially I'm toying with the idea of resetting the medal as well. So whoever has the most medal by the end of the month will end up getting a spin on the wheel of games. And I found a place that I can get some. They're not all like AAA listed games, so fair warning, if you're looking for like brand new games and stuff like that, it's not that. But it's free games, so it's gonna be one of those things where I'm looking at. I think I will tomorrow morning reset the medal and reset the fishing game, and the people who are in the top places for those. So top gold in fishing, top catch in fishing, and top medal would probably be entered in to get a free game. And there are some good ones in there, but it's gonna be random. So you might get a good one, or you might get an indie game, you know. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be my giveaway style, is Steam games, and some will be big and some won't. You know. Oh hey, heist! Exclamation join heist. Everybody get in there. Whoever gets in there can potentially win some medal, and that's one of the ways that you'll be able to win medal. So the heist, let's see, heist, gamble, roll, or spin, And yeah, so spin, roll, heist, and trivia all deal with metal. There we go. We got 3 people in. Who else is going to get in a heist? Cindy, I'm new here. Be gentle. Well, the good news is the heist is automatic, and it's just a game of chance, basically. Oh! Wow, I gotta look at the heist because nobody's been winning the heist. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Data 5's got some trivia. Yeah, I see you're on PlayStation, Dimpy. So the hard part about it's okay. It's okay, Cindy. No big deal. It's there for people who want it, and yeah, it's all good. So the codes unfortunately don't work for console. There's no, as far as I found, because I did look today, as far as I found, there are no programs out there to get free games from for console for cheap, you know, stuff like that, like packages and stuff like that. Oh, there you go. So, but that's okay, Cindy. There's always the fishing and all that kind of stuff, and there's also just being here and being part of the experience. I am happy with whatever you choose. Of course. Yep, that field is totally getting cultivated because couldn't make that turn tight enough. There we go. All right. I think you guys are right. I do think that is... Oh. No, it may not be. Oh, it's Ocarina of Time. I was like, wait a minute. No, Link to the Past was later. Ocarina of Time, and then Majora's Mask, and then I believe it was Wind Waker, then Link to the Past. Oh. Nice. And forget. Oh yeah. My youngest has been huge into Breath of the Wild right now. Yeah, I played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Link to the Past. I don't think I played Wind Waker, but I haven't played any of the new ones either. I kind of moved into more of like the, I guess, adult games. Like one of my best friends loves Zelda, and I couldn't get into the new ones. I just got so enamored. There's so many things to play these days, so yes, that's what got me started, Peachy. That's what got me started was the original Zelda games on the NES, and then I play. Oh, dude, I remember going to my grandparents' place, and they had the NES, and I played Zelda, Mario, Duck Hunt, Excite Bike, all those kinds of games. So, oh, nice, Dimpy. Yeah, we've got Duke Nukem up here to chew bubblegum and kick some ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. I love that. Duke Nukem, Wolfenstein, and Doom were the 3 first games I played on PC. But before that, it was the NES. And then I went from NES that was at my grandparents'. The first console I had was a Sega Genesis, and then I had a Sega Dreamcast, and then my stepdad bought the first Xbox and the first PlayStation, and those were the things that I grew up on. And that like, I was so torn between Xbox and PlayStation, but I kind of gravitated more towards PlayStation because of games like Gran Turismo and other Sony related titles. But I played Xbox for a while. Yes. Oh yeah, the cheat codes and all the hidden spots, absolutely. What was it? There was a certain gun that was a cheat that you could get a certain gun. Oh, what was that? And it made a weird noise, and it was on Duke Nukem, and I can't remember what gun that was. But there was. I can't remember what it is now. But yeah, the first time I got the BFG in Doom, oh, talk about, like, oh man. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, like, that's been over 30 years for me. Oh, Dimpy, yeah. It's been a long year already. Oh. Yeah, I don't remember the beginning as much for Helldivers. Oh, am I going back and forth now yet? What's going on here? I don't know. I think I need to go like back and forth now. I don't have a line. And then they died by some dead thing. That's fair. I can't drink coffee, Dimpy, so I drink water instead. I thought about getting some tea going, but... Oh, I bet that would be fun, Cindy. I bet that would be a lot of fun. Well, I'll put it this way, Bob, is there probably will be... I can think of something, so if you're not on PC, let's see, what could we do?
Foxbox.
Oh, Teddy Bear says I need to hydrate. I don't know. What do you think, Bob? What do you think would be, because we could do like a gift card. We could do like a PlayStation gift card, or you know, something like that. I'd be up for something like that, like a gift card to your console if you win. So if you're not on PC and you can't do the wheel of games, I'd be happy with that. Oh no, you're fine, Bob. But I you know, I like the way you think though. Is, you know, for people who are not on PC, it is I don't want them to feel like they shouldn't be able to play and shouldn't be able to go for it. So yeah, right, Dimpy? Could be like their choice of a gift card, or you know, like a gifted sub or something like that. Am I not? I feel like I'm not getting the lines in the middle. Oh. Because I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do this one by sight. Interesting. Alright. Well. Okay then. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Cindy. Yeah. I agree, Cindy. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea, Bob. And I could probably do that. Yeah. For sure, Data 5. Well, and I don't know if you heard what I mentioned earlier, but I've got a bunch of Steam codes that I got today. I was looking around for something for giveaways for next month. And so I was able to get a bunch of mystery boxes for Steam codes. And so there's a couple good games in there. And like one of them is Dishonored. There's Metro, was it Metro 2033 Redo? And a couple other games. And I saw a way that I can get it even a couple more that are big ones. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Here's my thing is it's easy enough to get gift cards these days. So if someone wins one of those three ways, so highest gold on fishing, biggest catch in fishing. If it's the same person, it goes to the next biggest, or most amount of medal. And same thing, like the person who wins the fishing can't win the medal. You know, it's got to go the next way down. But those are three different ways people can win something, and it just gives an idea for ways that people can look forward to something at the end of the month. My way to give back for everybody. But Cindy, yeah, no problem. Thank you for being who you are, and thank you for being in here and coming in and hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. And you know, I tell this is something that I heard from my wife. My wife heard this from a friend. She told me, and now I've been using it, is I don't claim to be a nice person. I claim to be a good person. And, you know, I am kind and good to the people to everybody I can until they're not. And then I match their energy. So, have a great evening, Cindy. Get some good sleep. We'll see you around for sure. Bye-bye. Right? Teddy Bear has the best name. Although, don't get me wrong, Dimpy. I do like saying your name. Dimpy, Dimpy, Dimpy. I kind of think... Okay, so let me ask you this question, Dimpy. Did your name come from anything to do with dimples? Because I saw somebody else that had their name and had a name similar like that, and it was all about because they had dimples. Okay, then never mind. Don't mind me. Yeah, that's solid, Bob. That's a solid way to go about it, and I think that'll work really well. Oh, what is that one? That is 2012. The German-speaking microstate Liechtenstein in Central Europe had a population of how many? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that is hard difficulty for sure. Thank you very much. I need to look at my chat bot again, because I noticed like some of the right next to the emojis on the trivia game, some of the characters are missing. So I'll have to take a look at that. Oh, your nickname is Dimpy. Okay. JR Diesel. Hello, buddy. How are you today? I hope you are well. So, you have my curiosity piqued here, Dimpy. How did you get the nickname Dimpy? If you care to share. You don't have to. That is not forcible here, so. Oh, the answer was 36,600. Okay. JR says, plan's not going to plan. Uh-oh. Dimpy says, I don't know. Okay. Hey, you know what? I've heard of that too. People having nicknames that they're like, I don't know how I got this nickname, but I got it. It's like, sure, why not? Nothing wrong with that. Like, I know exactly how I got the nickname Hollywood. So, there's no question there. Data 5 says gamble 1%. Oh, freaking throwing out chump change. Oh, that sucks, JR. I know you struggle with that too, so sorry to hear that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love seeing your face around here. But, yeah, like, I would also like to see you get some sleep on a regular basis too, because I know you need that. Yeah, whatever works for you, Dimpy. You can call me Hollywood, you can call me Josh, just don't call me late for dinner. I like food. Might have to look at getting a bigger cultivator. Because these fields are huge. Oh, there we go. Data 5 getting in on the heist. Okay, if this heist doesn't work, I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with the heist. Because there's got to be one that works. Heh. I know that feeling. I know that feeling, teddy bear. Data 5 rigged. You can get in on that heist by doing join heist. There you go. JR's got in on the heist. Let's see see how it goes. Look at that. We got, what, that 4 people in there? Let's see. JR said, this week's been very weird. Just my buddy doesn't want to say, hey, there's a win. Look at that. Data 5, Dimpy, and Teddy Bear got a win. JR, unfortunately, did not. So not everybody made it out. Ooh, Dimpy's got 170,000 metal. Look at that.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her.
I'm pitter pattered as fast as I can, Barber. At 960. Yeah, the metal growth comes by chatting, view time, and obviously through the mini games as well. So, Teddy Bear says mental. Not quite. One less letter there. Metal. There you go, Dimpy. Good on ya. Throw me to the wolves. That's all right. Somebody yesterday did follow age and forgot the O between the L and the W. So they're like, it's not working. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I looked at it, I was like, wait a minute. It's not working because you didn't type it right. Oh. Hold on. Oh, Cartman. You are a character, for sure. Which, by the way, for those that haven't figured it out yet, I put some new stuff in the channel rewards, and the rewards redeems. So you can ask some AI folks some questions, and they will respond just like that. And there is a dungeon option for, there's a dungeon option for Tangia. And so you don't have to use biddies for that one. It's 500 channel points, and anybody can join, and you can get gear for your character. And there's a chance to also get some Tangia drops too. So you can get some free Tangia rewards. So I'm back playing Green Hell and been bit by the snake about 5 or 6 times in the space of 10 minutes. I don't know what that means, JR. Oh. That was great. I love that. Oh, look at that. Barber and Dimpy going at it in a duel. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, I think Dimpy might get him. Oh, Dimpy won. Oh, and Dimpy received a legendary scanner battery. So by the way, if you're on PC or you have a way to like use a mouse to go to the right of the screen, if you click on the little Tangia shrimp that's on the right hand of the screen, you can actually go fit the stuff you win. And there's a little spot, like a little settings thing there's like a little dungeon icon in the top of that. And it'll show you, like, I can't do it on mine. I can't bring it up on mine. But you can do that. Hello, Bob. So, yeah. There should be, I think there's 2 of them, right? There's a dungeon duel and then, like, another dungeon one, I think, in there. I believe so. Because there should be like a regular dungeon that allows people to join in and go fight monsters in the dungeon. So, but yeah. Felt like, oh, we got to start this song over. Hold on. So, In Flames is oh my God. Oh. Miss Minutes? Oh. Anyway, but yeah, In Flames is like my all-time favorite band. So, yeah, right? Better go change it out right now. Woo!
Hey, give your balls a tug, you tit fucker!
Jorzy! Your luck. Going to sympathy, I am a bud. Oh my God, I need you. Data 5, Riddler, Dimpy's in 3rd. Look at that. Nice. Heck yeah, Dimpy. And then Mrs. Hollywood, Dimpy, Data 5, Penalty Box, and Bob. Look at that. We've got a good mix going on there. I like that. And I'll probably put an announcement in the channel after the stream tonight. I'll probably reset everything after the stream, and then I'll put in there like what the criteria is and what the options are for the giveaways. How I tried Dixper. Not sure what that is. Oh, yeah. Ask GD. JR says, Green Hell is a realistic survival game in the Amazon rainforest where you're trying to find your wife that's been kidnapped by an ancient tribe. Wow. That is, that's something, man. Good on you. No, I haven't started it yet, Bob. So I'll give you a good, yeah, I'll have to ask him about that, Dimpy. So I'll give you a good indication of how my week normally is like during the week, I typically don't have time to do anything else other than what I already do. So like I'm up at about between 6:30 to 7 in the morning. Help. Yes, Data 5. This is a contract. Hey, DeVito, thank you for that follow. What's going on? Hope you're having a good evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. But yeah, so I'm up, usually between 6:30 and 7 in the morning, and I am, working from 8 to 5, and then from 5 till about 7 to 7:30 in the evening, I'm with the family. I'm the main cook of the house, so I cook dinner usually, and we sit down and eat dinner together and watch a show or something like that, and then I stream. And so what you see me stream Tuesday through Friday, oh hey, it's Big Vito. What's up, dude? Heck yeah. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's about almost 10 o'clock here, so I'm about an hour behind you. But yeah, so during the week, I don't really have a whole lot going on in terms of like availability. And then on the weekends, on Saturdays, I stream in the morning, usually about 3 to 4 hours, depending on what we're doing. Usually about 4, 9 to 1. And then after that, we do whatever grocery shopping we've got to do. And then on Saturday evenings, sometimes I get some time to game on other stuff, and sometimes I don't. Just depends on what we're up to. And then Sundays is like the free day. Right now, Mondays, I don't stream or game really at all, because after work, it's basically get ready and go head to league bowling. And so I honestly, I would love to have all the time in the world to play games, but it takes me especially with streaming now, it takes me a long time to get through other games. So, yeah. But I do want to try it out, because I've been wanting to try out Jedi Survivor, but I never wanted to pay for it. So when I saw it was free on PlayStation Plus, I'm like, hell yeah. And it might be one of those games I cycle through on Saturdays too. Because I don't think I'll just exclusively play one game on Saturdays unless there's something really big coming out. Like when Days Gone Remastered comes out, I'll probably play that for a few Saturdays in a row. And then when Roadcraft comes out in May, I will likely play that exclusively for about a week or two. And then I'll mix other stuff back in. Yeah, this field is huge. I think I should be able to just start turning the other way, though. So we getting close. There we go. And instead of trying to do the whole turning the opposite way, I'll start making a little bit of a curve. Oh, yeah, because it's Star Wars month. May the 4th be with you. Heck yeah, dude. That sounds like a lot of fun, JR. I could see how that would be fun. That's cool. And I like that order too, right? You know, episode 1, 2, Clone Wars, episode 3, Bad Batch, Rogue One, then the original. Like, that's all in chronological order, so it makes sense. So let me ask you this, JR. Are you excited for any of the upcoming Star Wars movies now that they're officially announced? Or are you on the side of Star Wars doesn't exist after the original trilogy? Oh, you just played Fallen Order and Survivor this week? Nice. Yeah, I got through Outlaws before. I didn't play Fallen Order, but I've heard that you don't have to play Fallen Order in order to enjoy Survivor, so that's why I picked it up. Oh, you really disliked those? I mean, I'll admit, they weren't nearly as good as the original trilogy. And in my opinion, the original trilogy is still the best. I liked episode 1, 2, and 3 more than I liked 7, 8, and 9. But I liked 7, 8, and 9 enough that I would not go back and rewatch them. But I liked them enough that I didn't feel like I wasted my time watching them. But this new one, from what I've been hearing, it sounds like it's supposed to be it sounds like it's supposed to be new stories. So I'm hopeful. Oh, Chimichanga. Also, it would be good to play Fallen Order first? Okay. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I've been so spoiled with the steering assist on here that, like, having to actually hold the wheel the whole time, I'm like, hey, I'm actually doing some work. Yeah, this field is going to be a pretty penny Data 5. Like, here, I'm going to see if I can look at it without screwing it up. Yeah, 27,000. And then there's bailing on another one, but I think I'm going to skip to the next day after this because I personally don't enjoy working in the dark. And we've got 4-day months anyway, so. But yeah, the one I just completed was a plowing contract for like 17 grand. So this, honestly, this map is going to do us a lot of good and it's going to keep us busy for a while. And I mean, for like that whole grove of trees right there, we own that whole grove of trees. So that's going to keep us busy with logging for a while. These fields are huge. The contracts are good. Like we're going to end up getting to a point where we won't have to worry about contracts because we'll have enough like production and stuff like that we'll have plenty of time to, plenty of things to do. But like we're just getting, I mean, this is what, the second, or this is the end of the first full week of playing this map. So, yeah. There you go. There you go, JR. Bob's on your side. Yeah, it's all good, JR. I appreciate that. How long would you say the campaign is, like the story is? Are we talking like, you know, God of War style where you're looking at 30, 40 hours, or is it pretty short? Because I know like Star Wars Outlaws was pretty short. I mean, it was like 20 hours, I think. Oh, there we go. Little Papa Roach in here. Bob says, I haven't played any of the Star Wars games besides Outlaws. Then you should play the first Star Wars game, then Jedi Survivor. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the only other ones I played is I did play the Force Unleashed games early on. And I've played the older ones, like I played Knights of the Old Republic and what was the other one that I played that was yeah, I think that was it. Like the most recent ones were Force Unleashed. So Data 5, I should be on for at least another hour. So another hour, maybe hour and a half, somewhere around there. It depends on how crazy things get. If I get a bunch of raids or something, or if people start going wild, you know, then obviously I stick around until things calm down. But I'm not one of those to sit here and be like, oh, you know, like, I am so happy with being able to just be a chill game streamer. Like, I don't, it can get wild and I can handle that, but yeah, there's some people that are just all over. It's like, wow. Sounds good, Bob. Appreciate that. Yeah, there are very few games these days that I actually will try to go for everything. Like the last game that I tried to get everything was Death Stranding. When the director's cut came out, that was the last the game that I went for everything, and I 100%ed that one. So That's what I thought, Bob. I didn't
Fox box.
I didn't think that it was anything to do with that.
Fox box.
Oh, teddy bear with the stretch, Dimpy with the hydrate. All right, let's go with the stretch. Oh yeah. Oh, get to the end. There we go. There you go. You got the full dad stretch on that one. And then here's some hydrate. Yeah, I agree with you, Peachy. Like I said, like I'll get crazy when it needs to get crazy. But I personally, like, especially after work and stuff like that, I don't mind it being nice and chill. Tomorrow, though, I fully expect it's going to end up being wild with Helldivers. Okay. I appreciate you checking that, JR. That's good to know. Because that'll be one of those things where it's like, you know, I can play it on my downtime. He just said it, Dippy. Jedi Survivor. And Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. We read the memory. So on PlayStation, Jedi Survivor is free right now, but I don't know about Fallen Order. I don't think Fallen Order is free, but I might pick that up and play it so that way I'm a firm believer that if somebody says, hey, you should play this game before you play the other one, like I like to follow that, because I will tell people that too. Like with God of War, God of War, the one that came out in 2018. Anybody who goes to play Ragnarok should absolutely play the first one, the one from 2018 first, because they tie in together like directly. But other than that, yeah. Yeah, I've got the middle one. What is it called? Extra. Yeah, the PS Plus Extra. That's what I've got for Survivor. I didn't check for Fallen Order yet though. It might be in there too, but you know, you would think if they have Survivor in there that they would put Fallen Order in too. But sometimes I think they do that on purpose, so that way people try, you know, they want people to go buy the other one to play it first. There you go, Dimpy. Nice. I think my, actually, come to think of it, I think my youngest I think he bought Fallen Order. So, yeah. I wonder if that's Data 5 popping in there. Oh, there you go. Survivor, the Ultimate Edition. Nice. %94 done with this field. Oh. This one's been a doozy. Okay. Thanks for checking, Bob. I might even check to see if I can get it downloaded to my profile from the other PlayStation and then swap over to mine. Because so the way I have it set up is, so we have two PS5s. We have the PS5 Slim the second gen that's mine, that's downstairs, that I'm playing on right now. And then we have the original PS5 that is upstairs. And the original one is the master. So that way, any game that I buy, my son, my teenager, can download that for free on that PlayStation, because I have the sharing set up for the family sharing or whatever. And so he can actually, well, it's really anybody on there. It doesn't have to be a family sharing, but he can download any game that I buy. And what's nice about that is then I don't have to buy 2 copies of the game, like Helldivers, for example. I bought Helldivers too, and then he could go and do that and play that with me. So, might want to get that one checked out, Zohan. Who is that? Sio 3. Is that you, Data 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've seen your name on here before, so, or maybe it was you changed it, but I was like, what?
No, that's part of my email. We gotta figure out how to change it.
I think you got to do it in the multiplayer screen before you say join multiplayer. There's like a setting there that you can change your display name. It's only on PC though. Like I can't do that because mine just goes off my gamer tag. So, hey Zohan, hope you're well.
Yeah, I changed it in my career one.
Oh, nice.
On that account.
Yeah, no worries. Morden, he says.
Yeah, I think that was part of my email.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. I'm almost done. Oh my god. This field is so big.
Did you see that mod that Eager choosing the car wash repair shop?
Yes. I think it's a PC only mod though.
Yeah, it's a third-party mod.
Yeah.
From, Office Work.
Like that'd be freaking sweet, dude. I'd be all over that in a heartbeat. Yeah, I don't play Fortnite, Dimpy. That's not my thing. Wah! People farting all over the place. Oh, nice. Look at that. Figured it out.
Are you using
Ah!
the contract?
Yeah, I was gonna use our baler because we have the Vicon fast bale. It's in that that drive-through building, so we can definitely use that. Thanks, Dippy. All right. So complete that one, complete that one. There we go. Now we're up to 83 grand. Hell yeah. That did not go the way that I was hoping it would. Dog is probably upstairs, Dimpy. Hanging out with Mrs. Hollywood. Why don't I just turn around and look at it? Trying to do this the hard way. Oh, wrong way. There we go. You want to skip to the next day so that way you have daylight for that one?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. That's all right. Let's go. Oh, dude. JR, Last of Us 1 and 2, like, so good. So good. Sweet. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, I'll probably pick that up and play it before I play Survivor then. I'll have to see if I can get it to line up on my on my son's account and see if I can get it downloaded that way. Okay. Bob says it should stretch. We'll go up. We'll go sideways. We'll go forward. And... Wah! I'm just kidding.
Doesn't matter which tractor I use.
No, it doesn't. The Valtra is probably a good one for that. That blue one that's in the garage over there. I'm going to repair mine here because it needs it. Whee! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I need to... So, I've played both the games, but I have not officially watched the whole season. So, yeah. Definitely need to... Okay. Yeah, I haven't got the whole series, so. Hey, good night, Dimpy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. All right. What do we have? Can we do anything with any of... Oh, I need to get some sprayer stuff. I don't think we have any sprayers. Because this is... Yeah, there's some weeds there still. So we need to get a sprayer to take care of the weeds. Ah, nice. Sounds good, Dimpy. I'll be here tomorrow too if you're around, but otherwise, yeah, Tuesday will be good. You know where I'll be. Oh, 42 needs cultivating now? Oh, I would probably borrow the equipment for that one. That's 25K too. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one.
And how you dock? And how you dock? And how you dock?
Oh, potatoes? No. No potatoes.
How you made it go?
Yeah, I've got to do that, Bob. I definitely got to watch it.
What after that?
Okay, let's see. How much are the sprayers? Hold up. I think the repair function is broken because it repaired my tractor, but it didn't take the money. Like, I'm okay with that, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, JR. Roadcraft. That's what I'm like. When Roadcraft comes out, you can bet that there will be a break from Farm Sim for a little bit, and I'll probably limit Farm Sim to just Fridays at that point, and Roadcraft will probably be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then probably also Saturday. Like, I'll be playing the crap. Like, I don't want to neglect the farm entirely, but Roadcraft is going to take over for a little bit. All right, well, let's check for a sprayer here. Let's see what the best way would be. So, oh, that goes on the Fent pack. Okay, but those are not very big. We could go with something like that. That's 5,200 liters. Like, that's probably decent. Yeah. Yeah, JR, I probably will play Roadcraft on Saturdays for sure. Like, Saturdays are the days that I typically play for like 3 to 4 hours. Like, that might be enough. I just don't know. Let's see, that's 1,200, 1,500. So that equal, no, I think I'm going to go for this one. Oh, 36 meter, 40 meter. Holy crap. Like, that's a lot. Oh, there's a trailer hitch? Oh, interesting. Okay, so... Oh, I see. That one goes 27 to 33. Oh, I see. How wide are these guys? 24? Okay. You know, let's do this one. I like BKT. And then we need to change this. And... spray... sprayer, and then -1. Haha. There we go. I got a sprayer, because we need to spray our field. first, I'll drive our tractor down to the shop, and then take the equipment from the shop and go cultivate that other field, make that cool 27K, and then bring the sprayer back to spray our field. It'll work out perfect. It may have stuttered. Oh, car. Oh no. Oh no. That's a car. Whoops. That sounds good, JR. I think that's probably a good plan for you. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, though. It's good to see you popping in here. I hope you get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Or I guess technically later today for you. Ooh, look at that fog. Oh, it's really foggy over here. Alright, we'll hook up to that one. And then we'll shut that off. Oh wow, I should have just gone the other way. Oh, these articulating tractors are kind of a pain with the wheel. Actually, it's not too bad, but I just don't like them. Sounds good, JR. Well, by the time I start streaming, it'll be probably around like 3 in the afternoon for you. So you enjoy your sleep time, and we will catch you around, buddy. This is a nice big cultivator. This should take care of that field pretty quick. Actually, that's not too bad with the wheel, with the articulating tractor. I thought it'd be worse, but I never like using them on controller. There we go. Now we can use some steering assist to keep me going on this one. How much water do I got left in here? Oh, I got plenty. It just didn't feel like it because the ice was stuck together, so it felt like it was just empty. Like nothing was moving around, but it was just stuck. I was like, hey, this cultivator's quite large. It should be able to go pretty quick, and it's only going 7 miles an hour. Okay. That's okay. It's a big enough field, like, and it's money-wise, it's worth it.
Hey, Ollie, how do you switch from the O to the round?
Say what now?
For bailing? You gotta collect all the straw before mixing the round bale? Or is it something I gotta switch?
Oh. I don't know if you have to switch anything. There's supposed to be a way to or you should be able to grab whatever, but if it's not grabbing it because it's a different type of bale, I wish there was a way to unload what was in there.
Yeah, it doesn't collect any straw. Like for round bale percentage, it doesn't say anything.
It doesn't say anything like what kind of bale. Here, let me see. Oh yeah, it does say round bale. On the contract it says round bale, so it should be okay. It doesn't say any specific size of round bale. So, because I know that's what we picked up on our field was straw. So as long as it's straw, it should be okay.
Okay, so for the round baler, they will collect the straw, then make the bale.
Yep.
I haven't done round bales, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'll collect it. It'll make the bale. So the nice thing with the round balers is like our baler has the wrapping on the back, but it'll know that it's straw and it won't wrap it. So you don't have to worry about. You shouldn't have to worry about running out of bale wrap.
Who are you talking to? What are you doing, Dad?
What are you doing, Dad? I love it. It's adorable.
Yeah, he's night out. He like can go on like no sleep and just keep going.
Oh, I remember those days. Yeah, that's our youngest. I mean, he'll be 9 in April, but like he thinks he's a night owl, and then it gets to be too late and he starts getting cranky and obnoxious, and it's like, okay, no, you need to go to bed. Transmission. So how's everybody doing in the Data 5 household over there?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. Sickness seems to finally gone away, so.
That's good. Yeah, we got lucky when Mrs. Hollywood and I went out and went to California to go visit my grandfather, and we both were like, wow, we're going from below zero weather to 40s and 50s and then back to below zero. I thought for sure that my immune system was just going to tank, and thankfully neither of us got sick at all. It's great. But the good news, I heard from my grandmother earlier this week, and it seems like my grandpa is holding strong and showing small signs of physical improvement. Not much on the cognitive side, but he's seeming to be able to do more things and has a little bit more energy throughout the day, which is nice. And he seemed to be eating a little bit better, so that's good. It just sucks that his memory is shot. It's hard too, because, you know, being that he's 92, it's like, you know, we all know that day is going to come sooner than later, but I'm kind of hoping that in a slightly selfish way, I'm kind of hoping he hangs on a little bit longer, and then we can get a chance to get our boys out there and spend a little bit of time with him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like when my dad passed on, my school got to meet him, and they weren't very old. He passed.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go in cab so I can see where I'm going here. It's so freaking foggy. Oh, there we go. I see it now. Okay. We'll get to the end of this and then hard right. Oh, that was too hard of a right.
kind of crazy weather difference on the different sides of the
Right. Yeah. Like it's really foggy over here, but it's like clear where you're at. I bet.
Yeah. And for the most part, it's pretty clear. There's a little bit of fog, but nothing as thick as what you got.
I think that's cool though, like that they have that difference in the game where it's like, oh, you know, over here where there's more infrastructure and, you know, like you don't see the steam coming from the buildings, but if there was steam coming from the buildings, that would make sense why it's foggier where the buildings are versus, you know, where it's not. Although depending on where, like when we, so my sister-in-law lives out by a lake, and it's about an hour and 20 minutes from where we're at right now. And when we drive home in the evening, especially on like humid summer days, the low spots on the highway are just riddled with fog. And so it's kind of crazy driving through that and feeling like, oh, we're coming up to a spot. It's like, why can't I see the road? It's like, oh, because we're going down this hill and it's fog. And you drive through it and like your window just gets covered in moisture and everything fogs up and it's like, holy crap. And then you come out the other side and it's perfectly clear. It's like, oh, nothing happened. I haven't looked to see how does this work over here. Oh, I had one view on YouTube and it was for 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Yeah, like as far as like the weather goes, kind of like in real life, driving down the highway, pouring down rain, and all that was straight line where it's stopped.
Right. That's always kind of some of the crazy stuff too. With we get a lot of that around here, where, especially driving through Minnesota, where they have all the different lakes and stuff like that, is you'll go drive by a lake and it's like, oh, there's a thunderstorm, and you can literally see the line of water, just the line of rain, and you're like, well, we're gonna drive into it, and then you drive out of it, and it's like, oh, that's it, it's gone. Like, that was all it was. I think every state in the Midwest can live by the saying that if you don't like the weather, just wait 15 minutes, it'll change.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds good, Bob. Sounds good. I'll probably be down at my desk a little early before the stream to kind of like get stuff set up and make sure everything's working with Helldivers and ready to go. And then if you feel like hopping on tomorrow, Bob, you let me know. We can get everything situated for that. Otherwise, feel free to hang out and watch. Whatever works for you, man. Have a good night. Get some good rest, and we'll catch you around. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I didn't check the netting.
Oh, is it low on netting?
I just ran out.
Oh, bummer. There are 2 pallets of netting sitting over, or at least one. I think there's 2, but there's netting at the shop. Should try to figure out a way to get that over to our farm, because we'll definitely need that.
Yeah, I didn't think to check that before I started.
I didn't even think to mention it either. If you want, what you could do, if you don't want to take the tractor over there, is if you grab the Merlot, the green telehandler that's in the shop or in the garage, and take that over, you can just grab the pallets and bring them back, and then that way we'll have it there. And what you could do is you could set them across the way, so that way you don't have to like leave them wherever. But there's also, you could put it like in the grass right there on the farm too, just somewhere like right by the house there, and you can just drive up to it. Either way works. We know far at all. Grab this little corner over here. Do, 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 do. Bazinga! Teddy bear coming in with the little Sheldon. This calling till you don't seem so far at all. And I hear. Ooh, there we go. Missed a little bit of a spot there, but that's okay. It's a contract. It probably won't matter. Sounds good, Vito. Appreciate that. I always love those lurks, man. Lurkers are just as good. I hope work is going well for you.
The wood shop, or is that sitting at?
It's the shop that's down. So let's see, where
Down
are
at
you?
the bottom of the map.
Yeah, down at the bottom of the map. Yeah, you can see the. If you look at the map, the blue tractor's chilling over there. So, or the black tractor, sorry. So, I wish I could tag it and then it would show up for you. That would be sweet. Oh, Vito, you got a busy night replacing 2 conveyor belts. That sounds like a lot of work. And I've been there. I used to work at a Pepsi warehouse. Oh, this was years and years ago. Probably, I'd say 15 years ago. 15, 16 years ago, something like that. And I was one of the forklift guys, but one of our jobs also was to help replace any of the production equipment. So if they needed like a belt replaced or any like other stuff like that, we'd have to help with that. And so definitely been there. I know what you mean by that. Oh, nice. At the sorting facilities? That's cool. Okay, so serious question. Do you get treated okay there? Or like, I've heard a lot of horror stories. We have an Amazon warehouse here in Fargo, and I hear some pretty bad horror stories about how management treats their people. But I feel like the sorting facilities might not be the same as like the picking warehouse facilities. So hopefully. Oh, okay. So you work for a subsidiary then. Got it. Okay. Like a contractor almost. That's probably better than just being honest. Strictly maintenance. Oh, that's probably a much better deal then. Because I've not even just the stuff that you see online, but like people that I know that have worked at the Amazon warehouse here in town, and they 100% confirm like it's so cutthroat and so like you got to be on your numbers to a T. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Why are we... Oh, I was actually turned. I'm like, why am I turning? I don't understand this. It's because I was actually turned. Oh, yeah, I will be honest. I think with being an Amazon as a sorter, that would have to be like last resort for me. Like nobody would give me a job, and that's the last option I ever had. Like if I had to make, and with my skills, I could get a job or even freelance and make money and probably not have to worry about doing that. But if I had to, I would, but it would be literally if nothing else could work. And even then, I would probably still be like, I will do anything else. I will clean out porta potties if I have to. Like, no. Back in the day, I did work for FedEx as a driver and talked to some of the sorters there too. And like, even at FedEx, the sorters are like under high pressure. Dude, seriously, Vito, burger flippers around here are making like 17 to 20 bucks an hour. And I know, like, for most people, even 20 bucks an hour is kind of tight to live on, especially with how high rent is and stuff. But still, like, I remember growing up, dude, it was minimum wage, you know, $7 an hour. Shoot, you were happy if you made 9 or 10 bucks an hour. And now, like, even up here, they're starting teenagers at like $14, $15 an hour when they're still in school part-time. Like, where was that when I was growing up? I mean, granted, the world's changed too, right? Like, gas isn't $1 a gallon like it was when I was growing up, you know, or less than $1. Shoot, I think when I had my first car, I paid 79 cents a gallon or 89 cents a gallon. So, like, it's not like that anymore. But, so, you gotta have the give and take. But still, like, for teenagers, like, I forget what my son's making right now at the hardware store. But I think he's at, like, 14 an hour or something like that. So, 12 or 14 an hour. And my first job I ever had as I was a camp counselor in the mountains in California, and I think I made the equivalent of about $6.50 an hour, roughly. Because the time I had to be actually available, minus sleeping, you know. But it's crazy. But at the same time, like, good for these kids for being able to actually, like, get into these places. And if they have good parents that allow them to hang out at home and be able to save their money, yeah. Right? Yeah, that's... I want to say... So... Before I got a job... Before after the camp counselor stuff, I got a job working at a sporting goods store. Like, just doing basic retail, you know, just making sure customers get help. And that was the most I ever thought I was going to get paid. And it was like $8.50 an hour. And then when I moved up here, that was back in California, and that was 2003. So that was my 2002, 2003. So my junior and senior year in high school, and then I graduated in 2004. I know I'm still young, but when I moved up to North Dakota, my first job was $15 an hour. But I was building steel buildings and grain bins and stuff like that. Or no, I take that back. I worked for a lumber yard first, and that was also 15 an hour. But like those kind of jobs, you kind of expect to make that kind of money, you know? Yeah, I was big into BMX, and so I didn't get a job right away when I was in like, I spent my freshman to sophomore year really focusing on that. And then I got my first job when I was 16 when I got the camp counselor job. And then right after that, I got the job at the sports store and worked that until I graduated, and then moved up here and got a job at a lumber yard, and then worked there until that winter, which I don't know. I was young and dumb. I have no idea why I chose to go and leave the lumberyard and go build steel buildings and grain bins, and like do that in the wintertime. Like, worst decision I ever made. And it was a really cold winter that year too. And so, like, I'm surprised I didn't lose some fingers and toes doing that, but had no choice. My dad basically forced me to. I had to pay rent and pay for my own school. What? That's horrible. Like, I've heard of things like that, but I've never talked to anybody that's ever had that happen. That sucks. I'm sorry, but no child should ever have to pay their parents' rent while they're still in school. Period. Like, even college. Like, for my kids, if they're in college and they're going to school and they choose to live at home, no rent. Period. You're going to school, like, that's your focus. Go to school, work your job, you know. Oh my God, dude. I just don't get that, you know. And I get that it was different back then. I get, like, my parents talk about it all the time too, of like, you know, it was different back in the day, you know, it was, but I could never wrap my head around that. Like, the parents that made their kids work just to keep the house going, like, if you can't keep your own house going, what are you doing, you know? Now, I will say, I have heard of parents charging their kids rent, but then they put it into an account for them and, like, let it earn interest and stuff like that. And that's what I would do. Like, if I decided that I wanted to charge my kid rent for staying with me, if I don't, like, I don't need the money, right? I'm not going to bank on that. I'm not going to change my lifestyle to be like, oh, I've got this extra money. But, like, in reality, I don't think I would ever want my kids to feel like they were obligated to pay my bills or to pay any portion of the home that they are growing up in. That just doesn't feel right to me as a parent. Good old Sabaton. Bob would be proud. This is like one of Bob's favorite bands right here. What's up? Speaking of the teenager. Were you hearing what I was talking about?
No.
Oh. Talking about, so, Vito over here was talking about how growing up he had to sounds good, Vito. He was working when he was 14. His dad forced him to work so he could help pay rent, and his dad kept his paycheck and only gave him 20 a week out of it. Like, could you imagine if we forced you to do that? Like,
I didn't have an oldest son.
well, I mean, you still technically would exist. You just probably wouldn't be here.
No.
You're like, if you're going to make me pay for stuff, I'm going to just go pay for it on my own. Go live with a friend or something. Like, I wouldn't put it, like, I wouldn't even be mad at that point. Like, I could never do that, though. Like I was telling Vito, like, I could never make you do that.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to, if when we're living in Holly or whatever, and if you're going to be going to school and stuff and whatever, like, you're not going to have to pay rent because you're going to school. Like, now if you just want to work, but you want to stay at home for a bit and save some money, then yeah, you're going to pay rent. But, you know, most likely that rent is probably going to go into an account and we're not going to spend it and be like, okay, you paid rent, now here's all this money, now go get your own place. Like, but bedtime?
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm going to finish this field and then I go spray our field and then I'll probably head over to love you, buddy. Are you gonna want to get up with me and play Helldivers in the morning? Okay, I'll wake you up then. Because I'll probably be up. My alarm usually is set about 8,
Okay.
and then so I'll probably wake you up once I get done getting moving in the morning, and then oh, could you do me, or do you want to do yourself a favor? Do you want coffee in the morning then if I'm gonna wake you up early?
Yeah.
Then go prep the coffee, so then that way it's ready. I don't know how many we have left, if any. So might want to check that first. All right. 97%. Almost done with this one.
Josh,
Yeah.
for adding the bail next.
I think you just have to go up next to it, and then you should get a, like, fill option. Kind of the same way you do with, like, fertilizer. You just got to get the baler, like, right up next to the pallet, and then it should give you an option to refill it. I've only had to do it a couple times, but I think that's how it works. This thing holds 5,000 liters, and the liquid fertilizer is 4,000. So, or no, we need herbicide. That's what we need. And where did that go? That is over there. Perfect. Let's go fill up the fertilizer. Did that work out all right?
No, it's not going to be an option.
Oh. Trying to think. Because I know for like on the controller on PlayStation, it'll tell me it's L3 to refill. So I don't know what it would be on here. I'm coming back over to the farm, and I'm gonna see, because I wonder if it's I wonder if that's bale wrap and not bale net, because there's
round bale net.
okay, round bale net. Okay. Oh, cart. Okay. We. Almost. Because it might be one side or the other too. Because I know that usually the round. Okay.
Yeah, I left my wheel because I don't have everything set up.
Oh,
And,
sure.
Like, half the commands were like the same better stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll have to, like, basically... That's what I've been hearing from others, is that you have to, like, go in and, like, manually map everything, because it doesn't always automatically pick up everything. Okay.
And then, like, it also picks up my shifter, and it's like wanting to use, like, 6th gear and this button.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's for sure, too. I've heard of that. Alright, so... I'm gonna pop in real quick, and I'm just gonna see what it tells me when I get close. Because round bale net, Yeah, it's not. Here, let's see. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it has to be folded. Oh, 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 oh. This is how far away I am. So hold on, let me unfold it again. Yep. This is how far away you have to be. So here, let me hop out. Now you hop in. And does it give you the option to refill it now?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Yep. That's how that works, apparently. That's probably because it's a mod. So it's not, like, its hit point to be able to get to the refill is probably not as concise as it could be. All right, let's see if I can do this whole field with this sprayer. I don't know if it will, but we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll store coffee. Here.
Yeah, one of these days we'll have to do a run of, like, take the flatbed over and get, like, some bale net, some bale wrap, like the things that we can't get from the multi-buying silo, the buy everything silo. Our grass field is going to be awesome. We're going to have so much freaking grass. We're going to have to find a spot for storage, though. Oh, come on, you silly... Yeah, I know. You picked up the other field. I don't want that field. I want this field.
Yeah, when I click on the refill bail net, it just comes with a menu. It's not.
Oh, really? Oh, that's dumb. Alright, hop out quick. I'll see if it'll refill it for me. It might be a button mapping thing. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so it's telling you... So the menu... So then you just pick... So when you get the menu, does it say refill bail net and then it gives you like a selection?
Yeah, it looks just like yours.
Okay. Yeah, so just pick whichever one. I mean, basically... Yeah, so... Yeah, whichever one works. Either one. Doesn't matter. They're all... It's just the look of them, basically. Dad plays! What's going on, buddy? Oh, hey, look at that emote. That's a nice emote. I like that. Got the fancy dad emote going on. Nice. Yeah, man, we'll be I'll be finishing up this field right here and then nice sub only emote. Nice. Yay, I get it. Yeah, I'll be finishing up spraying this field, and once this field's done, then we'll pretty much, I will be calling it a day. How is that? I saw somebody playing it the other, earlier today, and it looked kind of wild. No pun intended. Game's fun, nice. I never played any of the Monster Hunter stuff. I never got into it. A buddy of mine did. He got into it really heavily. And so, like, he was telling me all about it. And he was like, oh, yeah, you know, you gotta... He's telling me all the things you can do and all the crafting and all this stuff, so... Okay. Yeah, I have not played any of them. I left it to my friends that were playing it, and that's about it. I watched them play a couple times. It looked almost like it was, do you remember the game Turok back in the day? That's what Monster Hunter reminds me of. Uh-oh. Yeah, Turok was cool, man. All right, you said you got some tea. Let's hear the tea, man. What happened today? Oh, there we go. No. You did not get the wrong one. Oh, but you ordered the TI Super. Okay. I mean, I guess there could be worse scenarios. No, so it doesn't fit? I'm stuck. Stuck at the trees. Well, I guess get a sawzall and saw that sucker off. Like, cut yourself a hole in there. Oh man, that is rough to get out of those trees. Oh, and mess with the case fans? That sucks. So I guess inadvertently, you found out you need to buy a new case. There you go. There you go. Man, Spotify Radio definitely went heavy with this. Started out with Electric Cowboy, and now we're hitting Slaughter to Prevail. Oh yeah, when I build a PC, I hope I don't have to worry about transporting it. For sure. Well, I believe that because the TI Super takes more power than the TI. So that doesn't surprise me that you had to buy a new PSU too. Yeah. So I'm guessing you probably went from like a 750 to 1,000, because 750 is pretty common. 750 or 850. Oh, 650 to 850? Oh, I would have gone for 1,000 myself, just to give you a little extra room if needed. Although, what does the TI Super need though? Because if it doesn't need that, I thought they needed a ton. Or no, that's the 50 series cards. The 50 series cards need a ton of power. Yeah, they recommend 750. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. You don't have to wait too terribly long. Yeah. But hey, look at it this way, Dad Plays, is you get the opportunity now to have a better case or a bigger case, which is going to give you more room for other stuff. With your new case, is your GPU going to sit horizontally or is it going to sit vertically? Because I highly recommend, if you can, to get the vertical attachment so it sits upright at the bottom of the case and then just have the cord that attaches to your motherboard. Joker's Wild, what's up, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in. Just spraying this field here before bed, which will take probably another, I'm guessing, 20 minutes because this field is humongous. Just chilling. I like it. Yeah, that's fair. The only thing I will say is I've heard of the TI Supers sagging a little bit. So it might make sense to look into that, or if anything, get something that you can put in there that can support it, so that way it doesn't sag too much. Because that's the biggest gripe that I've heard from quite a few people is that even though you've got it screwed into the back and everything, that like propping it is probably going to be your best bet. The case that I'm looking at has for the one that I want to build, the case has a vertical connection for the GPU. So the GPU will actually sit on the bottom of the case vertically. Not only does that help with airflow, and also helps with keeping it cooler since it's not up against the motherboard and the CPU and stuff, but it'll prevent it from sagging. And the one that I have on my wish list is I changed it because the one I had in there before did not have that, and the one I have in it now does. Just because I was reading stuff on Reddit and through others, so. What was it? I saw a couple posts on Reddit, and then I saw another post on, I want to say it was Tom's PC, I think, where they were talking about it. All right. Serious? That is so dumb. All right. Let me give this one more shot. Here, I'm going to pop over there. Let me... because I'm just right here, so... Here I come to save the day! Okay, so if we do refill... And so that's the film binding. That's the standard net. Oh, yeah. It did not... What the heck? It's like it's trying.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at it, and there's a Reddit saying that it's a glitch that when you quit and then come back in, it'll be full.
Oh. I see.
That's the only thing I can think of possibly being.
Yeah. Trying to think of another way. Yeah, because even like unhooking it and rehooking it. Well, I guess what you could do is try using it and see if it lets you, and if not, then I guess then we'll have to figure something out.
Oh, let me turn the daylight on. We'll try it. Take
Yeah.
the field and try it. Because it gave me an error message before when I turned it on.
Oh,
So
okay.
it might just not be showing up that it's filled.
Right, just doesn't show up, but it is actually filled. You know what? I think I saw somebody else have that problem before, and I don't remember who it was. I don't remember if it was Sean that was having the problem or if it's somebody else, but I do remember somebody had a similar issue, and they were like, I don't know how many I have left, so when I run out, I run out. And it was like a same situation where they couldn't see the amount of net that they had left. But that was a while back. Maybe, yeah. That's probably something to do with the fast. It might be something to do with the fast bail, or maybe it is something to do with Farm Sim. But I was in Virtual Farmers stream today, and people were talking about like the issues that they've been seeing with Farm Sim and stuff, and he was just like, okay, if you guys are seeing issues with Farm Sim, like, it may be just related to you or whatever. Like, not everybody's having the same issues. And it's funny because people, like, literally the chat blew up of everybody being like, I don't have any issues, and someone else is like, I have a lot of issues. So but then someone else made a good point, and they're like, yeah, just so everybody knows, like, Farm Sim 22 and 19 still have bugs. Like, they're not perfect. They're not gonna be perfect, ever. Because there's constant changes going on with these systems. Oh, let's see. That place says... Oh, you put it in chat.
The mods they're using and everything too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's working, so
Oh.
apparently it's loaded.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I can't. Let's see. Can I? How can I make this show up on my other screen? Yeah, you got a chimichanga. There we go. That worked. Oh, let's see. What did Dad Plays get? Dad Plays got a... Oh, fractal design. Nice. Good choice. Pop XL Air RGB black tempered. I'm going to have to look at the pictures here when I get to this next line. That looks like a nice case. Let's see. Oh, this is... Okay. This is the case I was actually looking at. That's funny. This is one that I was looking at recently because when I was looking at building out my system, this is very similar to what I was seeing. Nice choice. Good deal, man. Good deal. I'll be becoming a chimichanga real soon. Which means I'm gonna go get wrapped up in the blinkies and go to sleep real soon. Once this field is done. I had to put the chimichanga in there. What's up, Data5?
After I'm done bailing, I can collect the bail to sell them, right? Before completing the contract.
Okay. So I have not found a way to do that yet. Because I thought so too. And then I tried doing that a while back. And I want to say it was when we were on the last map. And I took the tractor over and tried to go pick up the bale with the forks, and it just stopped me. Now with the autoloader trailer that we have, that might be a different story. So you're welcome to try it out. Because if we can, that'd be great.
I've seen other people do it. But
Yeah, well, and I don't know if that's a difference between like PC or console, or if it's only like if you only use the auto baler or the auto loader trailer that it works that way. But when I tried to pick them up, it wouldn't let me pick them up. It would just stop me in my tracks. But I have noticed there are quite a few things that happen to me on console that people on PC are like, oh, that never happens to me. And I'm like, well, it does to me.
I'm completely new to it all, so
Yeah,
still learning things.
absolutely. How's it going for you so far, though? Are you enjoying it at least?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I actually had it's a 16 on my phone played it.
Oh, nice.
I managed to get everything so big to where like there was well, not really anything left to do, especially on mobile.
Right.
They told me what you can do.
Yeah.
And then a couple years ago, I started watching a guy stream on Facebook. Uh, he was on FS20, I believe it was. And then he switched to 22, but he lived in Florida. And one of the hurricanes last year like wiped everything in his house. So he's originally from Ohio.
Oh, wow.
Out to Arkansas.
Nice.
And so he ended up having to move back up here, and he's still working on getting everything reset back up. I'm in his Discord.
That's cool.
He put his updates in there every now and again. That he's still planning on getting back to training, but everything's still working out because he had retired from the railroad.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure, like losing everything, he might be back in the workforce.
Yeah, that would suck. Oh, Dad.
He'd gotten hit with like a few hurricanes, and then one just completely wiped everything out.
Oh, yeah. That's the hard part about that stuff.
And then you got the insurance situation down there where nobody wants to have insurance, and the company wants to cover them now.
Sounds good, Dad Plays. Oh, your daughter went to sleep hugging a bag of Cheez-Its? That's awesome. Yeah, sounds great, guys. Thanks so much, Peachy. Thanks so much, Dad Plays. Welcome in your base. Good to see you. Yeah, that's one of the things, like, I tell everybody, I'm like, yeah, right back at you, buddy. Right back at you. I tell everybody, I said, the reason why I live up here is no earthquakes, no hurricanes, no alligators. Like, don't have to deal with any of that. the random tornado warning I can handle, like, because usually something like that, it's just most of the time, as long as you don't get hit with it directly, like, it's minor amount of damage compared to what hurricanes and earthquakes do. So, oh yeah, that's totally understandable, Dad Plays. And I know I stream later than most people, and that's just because of my schedule and stuff. So I know it makes it tough. Like, I see all these guys during the day getting, 50, 60, sometimes 100 people watching their stream, and I'm over here like, I'm happy if I get, double digits. But I'm all that is also true, Dad Plays. Our weekday streams do overlap. So, and typically by the time I'm getting off, you're getting off, so. Well, I might actually have to refill this. So I got this little strip here, and then I got a couple more runs over there.
So, interesting. I've made about 15 bales, and the bayonet thing is now killing.
That's fun. Sounds good, Dad Plays. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Get some good sleep. Can I change? Here we go. So that's... Oh, Oh, nice. But does that not change?
Yeah. I saw Sean in his stream this morning. The job I just started, like middle of last month. I went to midnights for the kids and everything. First, the lady we had taken our son to preschool and everything basically said she couldn't do it and stuff. And then if they got sick, getting older people trying to get them out of school and everything, I'd have to leave work. So midnight was a better option for me. But I currently work with their temp agency through there, and they just extended me an offer to get hired into the company. And I gotta go do at least a week on day shift for training.
Oh, sure.
So I was like, trying to figure out how like I could be working in Sean's streams in the morning. I'm at work.
Right.
So he told me how to do it through PC and everything. So I just have to set up on his stream like when I go to bed or whatever.
Yeah, you basically just pull up his chat. Yeah. Yeah, because if you pull up the chat, then it'll keep you in there, and then when he goes live, you'll automatically be watching. Okay, where's my next line here? There. Looks like right over here. Okay. Yeah, I've got a couple people that that'll happen with on my stream. Like sometimes they'll like even though I raid out, I've seen sometimes people will get like stuck in my stream, or they'll just say like they won't go through the raid, and so then when I get on the next day or my next stream, they're already viewing because they left it up on their PC, and I'm like, hey, like I appreciate that, It's hard though too because I don't know how true this is, but there's discussion out there about how Twitch doesn't count viewers if they don't have the screen active, like if they minimize their browser or if they mute the browser or if they mute the stream, that it doesn't count them as a view. And which I get it, like they want people to be active. But then I was testing that myself, and I have my bot account, and so I logged into my bot account in an in-private browser and minimized it on my screen, and I have on one of my bots, I can see who's an active viewer or an inactive viewer, and it was showing as active. And I even had it up on another window and had it muted, and it was still, like, for a good half hour, it was still showing as active. So I don't know if they fixed that, if that's a change that they made or what, but from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like they, and like the raid stuff too, people were saying like, oh, you have to refresh the screen in order to be counted as a real viewer. But then I've been seeing reports of people saying that they're seeing their view counts go up without the refreshes. So I don't know how all that stuff works. All I know is that, I'm here just to have a good time and, be who I am and whatever. And if I get the views, great. If not, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah, I noticed there's been a few times like I've been lurking on my phone and like in the morning watching it on phone and falling asleep on there. Home. There'll be days that it goes in, it follows the raid just fine, and another day it doesn't.
Right.
Like it pops up as a network error.
I've seen that too, where it'll do like a network error and it doesn't take you through the raid. Like that's happened with me a couple times. Like, because I usually, what I try to do, if I'm not pulled into something highly critical at work right away, then I'll pop up Sean's stream, and then I'll usually watch the following list for anybody else who I want to lurk on. And sometimes I'll go to somebody else's stream and I'll see that they like, it's like, oh, they're done. but they didn't raid out. But then I look, and everybody who was in that stream is in somebody else's stream. And I was like, oh, well, maybe they did raid. And I'll go scroll through, but like, oh, they totally did. But I didn't make it through. And it just shows on the screen network error. So I think maybe that's one of those times where they pick it up that like, oh, you're not actively viewing, so we're not going to bring you over.
That's what I figured. Or like, oh, hey, you haven't interacted with the stream for a while. Because like with mine, I'll leave the screen on and everything.
Right.
And they're like, oh, you haven't interacted for a while, so we're not going to take you with the trade or
Yeah, it's just some of those, you know, silly antics of how it works with the streams. And one of the things that when somebody was trying to tell me about it one time when I first started streaming, they're like, oh, you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to make sure you don't do this. And I was like, honestly, my goal is just to stream and just enjoy it, and whatever happens, happens. And the people that try to sell me stuff, I love entertaining their questions only to tell them like, no, I'm good. Just because then they're like, oh, are you sure? Like, you're not going to grow if you don't do this. I'm like, no, I'm good. But like, they ask these questions of like, oh, what are you doing to grow your channel? And I was like, posting on social media and connecting with other creators and getting in other communities and sharing my streams and the self-promo stuff and, you know, just making myself as visible as possible. And every time they go, oh yeah, that's a really good plan. Oh, what if I could get you to like, no, like not doing the whole unauthentic stuff. Like, but the amount of people that try to say like, oh, you gotta do this and you gotta refresh your, oh, I'm empty, oh no. But like talking about all the screen refreshing and all the, you gotta tell people to put the volume at 1% and all that stuff. And it's like, I get for people like Sean who's chasing partner and you gotta really pay attention to that stuff. But for me, I'm like, whatever. Like if Twitch doesn't want to count a view, then they don't count a view. Now, can I fill this here? Ooh, I can. Heck yeah.
But that's like the TikTok affiliate program. I've looked into it a few different times, and they like the 10,000 follower thing. They will let you in if you have like interaction and everything without 10,000.
Right.
And I got on there and checked it the one day, and it said that I had basically fake interactions. So they like wouldn't let me even continue with anything else because of it. Yeah, I think it said like I think interaction or something like that. And I was like, I'm not sure what that was about, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I think I find it kind of interesting how they think that they can pick up on that. And sometimes I wonder if somebody does something that triggers it and it may not be authentic, you know, like it looks like it's not authentic, but it's like, well, if you didn't do it, then why is it your problem?
No, it's like I got a new follower that went through and like too many videos or
right.
What I've been there. It's been a while since I even checked it. I mean, that was before the TikTok thing happened. And
for sure, absolutely.
I didn't even go in there to check on it again.
Yeah. Big Farmer 44, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, I had one of my lives get flagged on TikTok before I stopped streaming on TikTok. And they flagged my live and said that I had, had violated the community guidelines for interactions on the live. And I was like, what are you talking about? And so I appealed it, and it's very rare apparently to get somebody to talk to on TikTok. but I guess I bugged them enough during the ticket process that I got an email thread going on with one of them. And basically what they said is, oh, when that happens, it's usually because, you are, like the people in your stream reported that there was unauthentic, interactions in the live, or that you were, not producing real content, that it was recorded. I was like, wait a minute. Somebody reported me because they thought my content was like not live, but I was playing it live. Like, what the hell? And they're like, yeah, it happens. And we look at these things, and we have, we have recordings of all the lives, and so we can go back and watch it, and we can see that you're interacting in real time. And so, but we don't know that unless you appeal. And I was like, how many of these people's lives get flagged like this and get completely taken down, and their stats and their rewards and their gifts and everything removed because somebody was like, oh, I don't like this person, I'm going to report them. And the guy was like, I can't answer that question. And it's like, that's the thing. Like, you see it on Twitch every now and then too, people doing hate raids and follow bot raids and all that stuff. And it's like, there's got to be better ways to do that. But on Twitch, at least, I had a follow bot issue that didn't hit me real big. It was like, I had like 20. And I went to Twitch and said, hey, I want to report all these as a follow bot raid. And they said, oh, yeah, no problem. Like, Twitch was super cool about it. They're like, yeah, no worries. No problem at all. We'll take care of it. We'll make sure that's, it is what it is. And, here's how you remove them from your account and all that. And like, I don't see people getting violations all the time on Twitch like they do on TikTok or even YouTube.
Yeah, last time I went live on TikTok, because the leave for the Christmas light show in the drive-thru, and I had my phone up on the dash and everything where you couldn't even see me, couldn't see steering wheel, nothing. And they flagged it for unsafe practices, and I argued with them, like, you got people that are live all the time that are driving down the highway
right.
live. And I'm literally driving, 5 miles an hour. You couldn't tell I was driving. You couldn't tell where the phone was because it was, shining through the windshield.
Right.
And they said, well, it doesn't matter, it's still considered unsafe practices. And I was like, well, but they can do it. Is it because they got 10,000, tens of thousands of followers, and are bringing you a lot of money, or what?
Yep. And of course, they'll never tell you that, because if they do, then they know they're incriminating themselves for, basically playing favorites with their guidelines, which is against their terms and conditions. So.
And the bad thing is like, because I've done them a few times, the drive-through shows that we've gone through, and they typically have been like higher view counts for me compared to some of the other lives that I've done. And
yep.
I'm like, so you're sort of moving it, moving yourself in a way because you have it all these views at one time.
Yeah.
That looking into doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. No, the way that they do stuff, like I've had videos that I posted up that will get like copyright violations, and I'm like, what was in there that, like, there was one that I spoke only myself, and farmer guy, what's up, dude? I was speaking, there was no background music, no nothing, just my voice, and they're like, copyright violation. I'm like, for what? I'm like, there's no audio in there. And then I appealed it, and they're like, oh yeah, our bad, you're right, there was no other audio, we'll take it down. I'm like, well, I
might have been like a string of words that you said that like triggered.
Right, like a specific string of words that was matching a lyric somewhere or something. Yeah. Oh, well, welcome in, farmer guy. Yeah, we're you're coming in right at the tail end here. I'm getting done spraying this field. I'm almost done with this gigantic field. Well, gigantic to me. I know there's other people doing like 4x and 16x fields, but this is a big field for me. And so getting done with this one, and then we'll be probably, or actually not probably, for sure, raiding out, and I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. But we'll find somebody to raid into first. But how have you been? I haven't we haven't crossed paths a lot lately, so I hope you've been well. I'm sure you've been busy preparing for the upcoming farming shenanigans in real life. All right. Oh, I do too, Teddy Bear. Like, Frankenmuth was my favorite map in 22, so when it came out for this, I was itching. I was like, I want to play this map. And they did a good job making it very similar, but they still improved it in good ways too. Like, I was really happy with the way that it was done. That I did not take that corner. This sprayer is a little wonky sometimes because you have to get it like just right because those back wheels turn with you. So if you don't get it just right, then it does not go over it. So you gotta like small movements, baby movements. We're gonna get this one put right back in this corner right here. There we go. Booyah. Let's take this back around. There we go. Oh, too far. There we go. Oh, we should probably turn that off. Yeah, that's a good... Oh. Look at that. The sprayer is clipping through the shed. That's funny. Well, hello. Oh yeah, it's doing it over here too with this other one. Yeah, look at that. All the wheels and stuff. Because I back them up right up against the side. That's funny. I love it. Alright. Let's go walk ourselves over here. Oh, we better make sure that Kirby gets fed. Where's he at? Where's he at? Let's see. If I pick up the ball. Pick up the ball. Drop the ball. Where does he go? Come here, pupper. Where's the pupper? I think he's inside the house, I'm guessing. Because that's where I've seen he like runs into the doghouse and then just disappears. But all right. Well, I don't think there's anybody watching right now on YouTube. So nope. Maybe. Nope, not right now. So we're gonna go ahead and end that one, and we'll go ahead.